Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sunny's heart news, Jason and Sasha's messy dilemma, and Drew targeted. According to General Hospital teasers for the week of February 3rd to 7th, Cyrus Renaud will need to keep an eye on himself as Elizabeth Baldwin and Lucky Spencer move closer to establishing his guilt. If Cyrus discovers that Liz and Lucky might be his downfall, they could be in serious danger. Molly Lansing Davis, Christina Corinthos Davis, Alexis Davis, and Dante Falconeri might also learn that Cyrus is being investigated. Sam McCall's family won't want Cyrus to get away with killing her, so it might lead to some unusual avenues for justice. Not to be overlooked is Jocelyn Jacks, who is volunteering at Turning Woods and obviously has a plan. Jocelyn will need to exercise caution because she has already accused Cyrus of being responsible for Dex Heller's death. Jocelyn's life may be in jeopardy if Cyrus discovers her sniffing around the area where he volunteers. However, because Jocelyn is determined to hold Cyrus accountable for what he did to Dex, he may be vulnerable to her vindictive rage. Sonny Corinthos will receive updates from his cardiologist in Los Angeles, and he might share his findings with Natalia Ramirez. This trip will help Natalia and Sonny become closer, which could lead to them becoming a real couple. Naturally, since an incendiary bomb went off at Sonny's penthouse, he remains a deadly target. Sonny would feel even more hurt if Natalia or someone else close to him ends up in danger because Michael Corinthos paid the price. Will Anna Devane's investigation support or refute her suspicion that Jen Sidwell was responsible for the explosion at Sonny's house? In any case, Anna is aware of Sidwell's threat level and will undoubtedly monitor him now that he resides in Port Charles. Next, some misleading information might be disseminated as a result of Cody Bell's misunderstanding. It appears like Cody would misinterpret the fact that Jason Morgan is the biological father of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's child, which could lead to grave outcomes if he discloses the information. In the meantime, Curtis Ashford and Nina Reeves will continue their scheme to undermine Drew Quartermain's authority and ensure his exile in Washington. If it prevents Drew from sabotaging business transactions, Aurora might gain from that, but Drew might find other ways to get back at Aurora. Last but not least, GH spoilers suggest Willow Corinthos might receive an unexpected pitch. What would Willow think if Drew hinted that he was going to purchase a huge new home that they could all live in? Willow might be caught between wanting to start a future with Drew and worrying that they might be going too quickly. If Nina learns what Drew is suggesting, she might attempt to apply the brakes and persuade Willow to remain at the gatehouse. According to General Hospital spoilers for the week of February 3rd to 7th, there will be some surprises and upheavals, so stay tuned for more predictions on all the mounting drama. Cyrus Renaud faces the heat. General Hospital spoilers for the week of February 3rd to 7th suggest that Cyrus Renaud may be facing the beginning of his downfall. Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin have been meticulously working to expose Cyrus' criminal activities, but the closer they get to the truth, the more danger they invite into their lives. Cyrus is not one to back down, and if he catches wind of their investigation, Lucky and Liz could find themselves in a dire situation. Their pursuit of justice might end in a deadly confrontation, but will they be able to uncover enough evidence before it's too late? Meanwhile, Dante Falconeri, Alexis Davis, Christina Corinthos Davis, and Molly Lansing Davis could also find themselves entangled in this web of deceit. With Cyrus being a known enemy of the Corinthos family, Sam McCall's loved ones may seek unconventional means to ensure that he is brought to justice. Could this lead to a perilous scheme where someone takes justice into their own hands? Jocelyn Jacks's dangerous mission. Jocelyn Jacks is on a mission of her own, and it may place her directly in Cyrus Renaud's crosshairs. With Dex Heller's tragic demise still fresh in her mind, Jocelyn is determined to make Cyrus pay. Volunteering at Turning Woods is part of her strategy, but her aggressive approach may backfire. She has already accused Cyrus publicly, which means he will be watching her closely. If Jocelyn continues to pry where she doesn't belong, she might find herself in grave danger. Will someone be able to protect her before Cyrus retaliates? Or will Jocelyn take matters into her own hands and strike first, leading to shocking consequences? Sonny Corinthos' health scare and Natalia Ramirez. While Jocelyn wages her own war against Cyrus, Sonny Corinthos has his own battles to fight, both in his personal life and against unseen enemies. Following the explosion at his penthouse, Sunny is dealing with the aftermath of the attack that left Michael Corinthos injured. However, his biggest battle might not be external threats but rather his own health. Sunny will receive updates from his cardiologist, news that could have serious implications for his future. As he processes this information, Natalia Ramirez will be by his side, offering her support. Their growing closeness could mark the beginning of a new romance, but with Sunny being a constant target, is Natalia in danger simply by being associated with him? At the same time, Anna Devane is laser-focused on Jen Sidwell, whom she suspects is the mastermind behind the bombing. Anna's investigation will take a surprising turn, but will she be able to prove Sidwell's guilt before he causes more destruction? Jason Morgan, Sasha Gilmore Corbin, and Cody Bell's misunderstanding. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Cody Bell is about to create chaos with an explosive misunderstanding. He mistakenly believes that Jason Morgan is the father of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby. If this false information spreads, it could have disastrous consequences for everyone involved. Sasha has been through enough heartbreak, and another round of scandalous gossip could push her to her limits. How will she react when she learns about Cody's slip-up? And will Jason find himself caught up in yet another controversy, despite his attempts to rebuild his life? Drew Quartermaine's business struggles and Washington trouble. Drew Quartermaine is also in for a tough week, as Nina Reeves and Curtis Ashford intensify their efforts to sabotage him. With their plan to ostracize him in Washington gaining traction, Drew might find himself backed into a corner. Their manipulative tactics could spell disaster for Aurora Media, but Drew is not one to go down without a fight. If Drew retaliates, it could lead to an all-out war between him, Nina, and Curtis. Could this power struggle destroy careers and relationships in the process? Willow Corinthos' unexpected proposal. As all of these storylines unfold, Willow Corinthos finds herself at a crossroads. Drew may present her with an unexpected proposal, the idea of purchasing a massive home where they can build a future together. While this seems like a dream come true, Willow may have reservations about whether they are moving too fast. Adding to the tension, Nina could intervene and encourage Willow to stay put in the gatehouse. Will Willow follow her heart and embrace this new chapter with Drew, or will doubts and external influences hold her back? A week of shocking twists and intense drama. General Hospital spoilers for the week of February 3rd to 7th promise intense showdowns, shocking revelations, and plenty of unexpected twists. From Cyrus Renault's looming threats to Sunny Corinthos' health scare, no one in Port Charles is safe from the drama that awaits. Will Lucky and Elizabeth survive their investigation? Can Jocelyn bring down Cyrus before he stops her first? And will Sunny's new romance with Natalia lead to happiness or more heartbreak? Stay tuned to General Hospital to see how it all unfolds. Drew targeted, Jason and Sasha's messy dilemma, Sunny's heart news. Cyrus Renault faces trouble. General Hospital spoilers for the week of February 3rd through 7th suggest that Cyrus Renault's reign of terror in Port Charles may be nearing its end. Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin have been steadily gathering evidence against him, and their relentless pursuit of justice could put them in serious danger. If Cyrus discovers that Lucky and Elizabeth are closing in on exposing his guilt, he may take drastic measures to ensure their silence. Meanwhile, Dante Falconeri, Alexis Davis, Christina Corinthos Davis, and Molly Lansing Davis might also become aware of the suspicions surrounding Cyrus. Given the history of mob-related crime in Port Charles, this revelation could push them toward unconventional tactics to ensure that Cyrus does not escape justice. The fact that Sam McCall's loved ones are involved adds another layer of urgency, as they will do whatever it takes to make sure her murderer is brought to justice. Jocelyn's dangerous investigation. Jocelyn Jacks is not backing down from her personal vendetta against Cyrus. She has already confronted him with accusations regarding Dex Heller's tragic demise, and her persistence in seeking the truth could spell trouble for her. Jocelyn's volunteer work at Turning Woods puts her in close proximity to Cyrus, giving her an opportunity to dig deeper into his shady dealings. However, if Cyrus senses that Jocelyn is closing in on him, he may decide to take drastic action. With Jocelyn putting herself at risk, her friends and family might step in to warn her to tread carefully. However, Jocelyn is as determined as ever to make Cyrus pay, and that thirst for justice might put her in a life-or-death situation. Whether she succeeds in bringing Cyrus down or not, Jocelyn's pursuit of vengeance will surely lead to explosive consequences. Sunny's heart condition and new romance. In Los Angeles, Sunny Corinthos will receive crucial health updates from his cardiologist. While Sunny has always been a force to be reckoned with, his latest health scare might prompt him to reevaluate his priorities. His budding romance with Natalia Ramirez is also gaining momentum, and this health crisis could bring them even closer together. Although Sunny and Natalia seem to be inching toward an official relationship, there are still unresolved dangers lurking around Sunny. The recent explosion at his penthouse, which resulted in Michael Corinthos getting injured, continues to haunt him. If another attempt is made on Sunny's life, it could force him to take more drastic measures to protect himself and those he loves. Anna Devane's investigation into Jen Sidwell. Anna Devane is hot on the trail of Jen Sidwell, who is suspected to be the mastermind behind the explosion at Sunny's home. Anna's instincts tell her that Sidwell is a dangerous player in the Port Charles crime scene, but she needs more concrete evidence to take him down. As Anna delves deeper into the investigation, she might uncover shocking details that either confirm her suspicions or throw her off the trail. Regardless of the outcome, Sidwell is now firmly on Anna's radar, and she won't let up until she gets to the truth. Cody's misunderstanding sparks chaos. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Cody Bell finds himself entangled in a misunderstanding that could have far-reaching consequences. Cody somehow comes to the conclusion that Jason Morgan is the father of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby, and before verifying the facts, he spreads the news. This misinformation could cause chaos in multiple relationships, as Sasha, Jason, and anyone else involved in the situation will have to deal with the fallout. If Cody's mistake leads to trust issues, confrontations, or even a public scandal, it could take some time to clean up the mess. Nina and Curtis target Drew. Nina Reeves and Curtis Ashford have their own agenda as they scheme to undermine Drew Quartermain's influence in Washington. Their goal is to sabotage Drew's standing and ensure that he is ousted from powerful circles. If their plan succeeds, it could benefit Aurora Media and prevent Drew from making corporate missteps. However, Drew is not one to back down easily, and he may come up with a counterattack to protect his reputation and position. If Drew retaliates against Nina and Curtis, it could set off a bitter feud with long-term repercussions. With so many powerful players involved, this storyline promises to be full of unexpected twists. Willow's life-altering decision. Willow Corinthos is in for a major life decision when Drew proposes the idea of purchasing a new, expansive home for them and the kids. While Willow is eager to build a future with Drew, she may have reservations about moving too fast. Nina might insert herself into the situation by advising Willow to stay at the gatehouse rather than rush into a drastic change. Whether Willow takes Nina's advice or follows her heart, her choice will shape the future of her relationship with Drew. Explosive drama ahead. With so many thrilling storylines developing, General Hospital fans can expect plenty of drama during the week of February 3rd to 7th. From Sunny's health struggles to Cyrus' looming downfall and the various schemes brewing in Port Charles, the stakes have never been higher. Stay tuned for more twists, turns, and shocking revelations as these storylines unfold. Albrecht's amazing comeback is Sunny's last hope. According to previews for LA General Hospital, Sunny Corinthos and Natalia Rogers Ramirez are traveling to Los Angeles to consult a cardiologist and receive therapy for his heart problem. They are traveling there to prevent Sunny's adversaries from learning about his medical condition so they can take advantage of it. Sunny unexpectedly meets Dr. Liesl Albrecht, who works at the hospital where Sunny is receiving treatment, when they arrive in Los Angeles. Spoilers for General Hospital: Liesl Albrecht lives and works in Los Angeles. Although Albrecht is a neurologist rather than a cardiologist and is unlikely to be Sunny's attending physician, she might be the head of staff at the hospital where Sunny is receiving treatment and show interest in his case. Given that Albrecht still maintains connections to Port, Sunny would be quite uncomfortable about this because he wouldn't want someone he knows to know about his cardiac condition. Charles. It is not unusual for Albrecht to intervene on Sunny's behalf and provide some of her skills and experience. Scott Baldwin is with Liesl Albrecht, so she's not in LA alone. Sunny might run into his longtime rival Scott Baldwin, who now lives with Albrecht in Los Angeles after finally winning her forgiveness, if he was receiving treatment at Albrecht's hospital. Given that Scotty and Albrecht would be content living in Los Angeles together, this would also account for Scotty's extended absence from Port Charles. Scotty most definitely wouldn't if he learned of Sunny's cardiac condition. There is still love between the two of them, so show empathy. He could use it to get back with Sunny for all the things he did to harm Karen Wexler, his late daughter. For treatment, Sunny Corinthos must remain in Los Angeles. It's quite likely that Sunny will need to remain in Los Angeles for a while in order to receive treatment, which would leave Jason Morgan in charge of the company in Port Charles for the time being. It would be entertaining to watch him engage with Albrecht and Scotty for a considerable amount of time. How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Is it likely that Sunny will run across Albrecht and Scotty in Los Angeles? Will Albrecht intervene on Sunny's behalf? Is Scotty going to pursue Sunny? Watch Sunny on ABC's General Hospital over the week. Remember to return here for all of your General Hospital news, information, and spoilers. Sunny Corinthos faces his biggest battle yet. General Hospital fans are in for a dramatic twist as Sunny Corinthos embarks on a journey to Los Angeles, seeking urgent medical treatment for his heart condition. Desperate to keep his deteriorating health a secret from his enemies, Sunny makes the difficult decision to leave Port Charles behind and travel with Natalia Rogers Ramirez to consult a top cardiologist. The stakes have never been higher for the mob boss, as any sign of weakness could lead to catastrophic consequences for him and his empire. However, just as Sunny tries to stay under the radar, he encounters an unexpected face from his past, Dr. Liesl Albrecht. The revelation that Albrecht is not only in LA but also working at the very hospital where Sunny is being treated sends shockwaves through his world. This unexpected reunion sets the stage for a thrilling storyline filled with intrigue, old grudges, and potential danger. Liesl Albrecht, a force to be reckoned with. Liesl Albrecht has always been a wild card in the General Hospital universe. Known for her intelligence, eccentricity, and unpredictable nature, she has played both villain and hero over the years. While she is a neurologist, not a cardiologist, her presence at the hospital is significant. Given her medical expertise and past involvement in complex cases, Albrecht might have a vested interest in Sunny's condition. If Albrecht is indeed the chief of staff at the hospital, she would have access to Sunny's medical records. This possibility makes Sunny deeply uncomfortable, as he cannot afford to have someone with ties to Port Charles privy to his vulnerabilities. Despite their previous run-ins, Sunny knows that Albrecht operates with her own agenda, and sometimes, that agenda is unpredictable. Would Albrecht use her knowledge to help Sunny, or would she exploit the situation for her own gain? One thing is for sure, her presence in LA adds an unexpected layer of tension to Sunny's already precarious situation. Scott Baldwin's presence raises the stakes. Adding another wrinkle to the situation is the presence of Scott Baldwin. Fans of General Hospital will recall the long history of animosity between Scott and Sunny. The two men have clashed numerous times, especially regarding Scott's late daughter, Karen Wexler. Scott has never forgiven Sunny for the pain he caused Karen, and if he learns about Sunny's heart condition, it could be the perfect opportunity for him to exact revenge. Scott's relationship with Liesl Albrecht has been tumultuous, yet it has also been one of the more intriguing pairings on the show. If Scott and Albrecht are living together in LA, it explains his absence from Port Charles and signals that their bond has grown stronger. However, Scott's vendetta against Sunny remains unresolved. Would Scott use Sunny's illness to strike when he is most vulnerable? Or could Albrecht, in a surprising twist, intervene to prevent Scott from going down that path? Sunny's extended stay in LA, a new era for Port Charles. With Sunny potentially needing long-term treatment in LA, the power dynamics in Port Charles will inevitably shift. This development opens the door for Jason Morgan to step in and take charge of Sunny's operations. As Jason navigates the delicate balance of maintaining order while his boss is away, he may find himself crossing paths with Albrecht and Scott more than he anticipated. Jason has always been Sunny's trusted enforcer, but this new challenge could push him to make tough decisions. Will he have to strike a deal with Albrecht to ensure Sunny's safety? Could Scott attempt to sabotage Jason's leadership in Sunny's absence? The possibilities are endless. Additionally, Sunny being away from Port Charles could create a ripple effect on his personal relationships. How will Carly react to his prolonged absence? Will Nina Reeves step up to support him from afar? Could Sonny's enemies seize the opportunity to make their move? What happens next? The return of Liesl Albrecht and Scott Baldwin to the General Hospital canvas brings an exciting and unpredictable element to Sonny's storyline. With his health hanging in the balance and his past coming back to haunt him, Sonny finds himself in one of the most precarious situations of his life. Will Albrecht become an ally or an adversary? Will Scott seek revenge or let the past remain buried? And how will Sonny navigate the challenges that lie ahead while ensuring that his empire remains intact? One thing is certain, fans won't want to miss a single moment of this thrilling saga. Keep watching General Hospital on ABC for all the latest twists and turns, and stay tuned for more updates, spoilers, and behind-the-scenes insights. It's going to get volatile and sexy in Port Charles. Updates and spoilers for General Hospital. Prepare yourself for the heat. Tease. The head writers of GH discuss why even ridiculous ideas matter while giving a sneak peek at a tumultuous and seductive Port Charles. Soapy and sexy General Hospital spoilers. Holly Sutton surprises everyone by revealing that Cody Bell and Sasha Corbin are cousins. Suddenly, Brooke Lynn Chase discloses that she placed a baby for adoption, and that child has since grown up to be Gio Palmieri. General Hospital's head writers, Chris Van Etten and Michelle Corte, define their vision for the program as volatile and sexy, meaning that viewers never know what to expect. Behind the scenes, 2024 saw a lot of changes. In January, the program announced that co-head writers Dan O'Connor and Chris Van Etten had been replaced. Longtime GH writer Elizabeth Corte and seasoned writer Patrick Mulcahy were brought in, although Mulcahy was quickly replaced by Van Etten once more. GH spoilers, Corte and Van Etten discuss working together. Corte and Van Etten now spoke about their 2025 goals for Port Charles for the first time since they were paired. In a recent interview, TV Insider addressed the two questions. First, how do they work together as co-head writers, and how do they approach collaboration? Their cooperation is sincere, they responded. Working on a soap opera means that we are always coming up with new ideas. One of us comes up with an idea, and the other makes it better. We worked on Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, Fall Through the Metro Court Window, for example, and during our discussion, we came up with a number of ideas to increase the impact beyond the main characters alone. We ensure that everyone is comfortable sharing any idea, even the most ridiculous ones. Frequently, the most exciting ideas are the ones that we keep to ourselves. General Hospital spoilers, innovation and disagreement. The two discuss disagreement, stating that although they occasionally have different opinions, those times provide them the opportunity to converse and find common ground. They listen to one another and never feel in control, which enables them to proceed in a way that connects with the characters and the overall plot. After that, they discussed one another and their collaboration. Corte said, being GH's co-head writer is both a privilege and a challenge. Although it can be challenging at times, I truly enjoy it. Chris is the best friend and writing partner I could ask for. He brings originality, energy, and expertise to our work. Van Etten, thank you for the opportunity. Ever since Anna Devane danced with Duke Lavery and Frisco Jones courted Felicia Scorpio, I've loved GH. General Hospital spoilers and updates. Get ready for the heat. General Hospital, GH, has always been a show that thrives on drama, romance, and unexpected twists. As we move into 2025, the head writers promise an even more thrilling ride with unexpected family connections, deep emotional conflicts, and shocking revelations. GH's head writers Michelle Corte and Chris Van Etten are bringing a fresh, dynamic energy to Port Charles, describing their vision for the show as volatile and sexy. Soapy and sexy, the shocking family twists. One of the most unexpected bombshells set to shake Port Charles is Holly Sutton's revelation that Sasha Corbin and Cody Bell are cousins. This twist not only connects two fan-favorite characters in an unexpected way but also raises questions about their pasts. How will Sasha and Cody react to this news? Will it change the way they see themselves and their place in Port Charles? But the surprises don't stop there. Out of the blue, Brooke Lynn Chase drops a truth bomb that stuns everyone. She once gave up a baby for adoption. That child has now grown up to be Gio Palmieri. This revelation will have ripple effects, especially in the Quartermain family, where secrets and hidden pasts are nothing new. How will Brooke Lynn navigate this shocking reveal? And will Gio be welcomed into the Quartermain fold, or will he bring his own set of complications? Behind the scenes, major changes in GH's writing team. Behind the scenes, GH has also gone through its share of drama. In January 2024, the show underwent a significant shakeup when co-head writers Chris Van Etten and Dan O'Connor were replaced. Longtime GH writer Elizabeth Cortez and experienced soap writer Patrick Mulcahy were brought in to helm the writing team. However, Mulcahy's tenure was short-lived, and Van Etten returned to the co-head writer role. With Cortez and Van Etten now steering the ship, they are focused on keeping GH's signature mix of high-stakes drama and emotional storytelling alive. Cortez and Van Etten, a dynamic writing duo. Now, for the first time since taking over as co-head writers, Cortez and Van Etten have shared their vision for Port Charles in 2025. In a recent interview with TV Insider, they discussed how they collaborate and their approach to storytelling. According to them, their partnership is based on trust and creative synergy. Working on a soap opera means we constantly create new stories, Cortez explained. One of us suggests an idea, and the other enhances it. A great example of this is how they developed the dramatic scene where Christina Corinthos Davis, played by Kate Monsey, fell through the Metro Court window. What started as a simple accident evolved into a multi-layered storyline that impacted not just Christina, but multiple characters in Port Charles. This is the kind of storytelling GH fans love, stories that go beyond just one moment and have lasting consequences. The power of creativity and conflict. While they work well together, Cortez and Van Etten admit that they don't always agree on everything. Conflict, however, is an essential part of their creative process. There are times when our ideas clash, Van Etten admitted. But that's when we get the chance to discuss and discover a shared understanding. That process makes our stories stronger and more layered. Cortez added that they encourage a creative environment where all ideas, even the most outrageous ones, are considered. We make sure everyone feels safe to share any idea, even the ludicrous ones, she said. Often, when we hold back, the silly idea turns out to be the most thrilling. What's next for Port Charles? So, what can GH fans expect in 2025? The head writers are keeping many details under wraps, but they have promised a year filled with romance, betrayal, and shocking twists. With Sasha and Cody's new family connection, Brooke Lynn's shocking admission about Gio, and the ongoing fallout from Christina's accident, Port Charles is set for one of its most explosive years yet. Moreover, the Quartermains, Corinthoses, and Cassidines will continue their power struggles, while fan-favorite couples face new challenges. With Cortez and Van Etten at the helm, GH fans can expect their favorite characters to be pushed to their limits. The writers' reflections on GH. As they look ahead to 2025, Cortez and Van Etten shared their personal thoughts on working together. Cortez, being co-head writer for GH, is both a privilege and a challenge. It can be tough at times, but I really enjoy it. I couldn't ask for a better teammate and writing partner than Chris, who adds creativity, energy, and experience to our work. Van Etten, I appreciate the opportunity. I've enjoyed GH ever since Frisco Jones pursued Felicia Scorpio and Anna Devane danced with Duke Lavery. Their shared passion for GH is evident, and with their vision guiding the show, 2025 is shaping up to be an unforgettable year for Port Charles. Final thoughts: why General Hospital remains a must-watch. As GH moves forward with a renewed creative team, fans can expect the perfect blend of high-stakes drama and emotional depth. The show's legacy is built on bold storytelling, and with Cortez and Van Etten leading the way, the future looks brighter than ever. From shocking family secrets to high-impact drama, General Hospital continues to push the envelope while staying true to its roots. If you thought Port Charles was already sizzling, just wait, the heat is only getting started. Stay tuned for more GH spoilers, updates, and behind-the-scenes insights as we dive deeper into the story shaping 2025.